Hello and welcome to Startup Street. Wish you all a very happy and prosperous Diwali. I'm Shruti Mishra and with me are Arundhati Ramanan and Ritu Singh. Now today on this special show, we focus on financial, physical and emotional well-being.
As the festive lights illuminate our homes, let's take a moment to shine a light on something equally important, and that's wealth creation. The equity markets are seeing unprecedented highs despite what was a highly volatile stock market last month. All equity mutual fund categories, for instance, recorded net inflows for the 32nd consecutive month, while SIPs inched closer to the 17,000 crore mark, an all-time high. Inflows in gold ETFs also rose fourfold in October month on month. So today, we're going to explore the essence of financial prosperity and talk about the importance of long-lasting economic well-being.
Absolutely, Ritu, but as the age-old adage goes, health is wealth. But health is now a major concern for most of young India. A rise in obesity, diabetes and mental health is hurting the country. And India, which was notorious for malnutrition, is now a land of obesity. Sample this, 1 in every 4 Indians has a weight problem and has become an emerging health crisis. That's not all. India ranks second only next to China when it comes to its diabetes issue, while a lack of infrastructure and awareness to tackle mental health today sees 1/6 of all health-related problems are to do with mental health.
Well, Ritu and Arundhati, you spoke of wealth and health creation, but we all know that Diwali also means spreading a lot of cheer, happiness and joy. So today we also focus on an industry that is entertaining millions across platforms day in and day out. It has the power to connect and engage with users and most importantly has the power of virality. Yes, I'm talking about India's creator economy that is experiencing rapid growth with a diverse range of creators that include influencers, vloggers and artists. Ritu, over to you. Let's first get our financial wealth in place.
Well, we do have that in place. We have wealth management startup Dezerv that was launched in 2021 by former IIFL wealth executives. Mumbai-based Dezerv wants to make investment affordable for all. It creates personalized multi-asset portfolios for investors with a minimum ticket size of 50,000 rupees, particularly targeting senior working professionals. Sandeep Jethwani, who's the co-founder of Dezerv, is here with us to tell us what the startup is doing to help individuals along their wealth creation journey and more. Sandeep, first of all, a very happy Dhanteras to you and thank you very much for your time here on CNBC-TV18. You know, for a country like India where the bulk of wealth is concentrated in the hands of just a few and wealth management is seen as something only HNIs would have, what are you doing at Dezerv to make investment affordable for all and what is your investment philosophy?
Ritu, good to meet you again and happy Dhanteras. In the spirit of Diwali cheer, I think we all have to focus on how we should create wealth, grow our wealth. You're right about the fact that a certain segment of India continues to get wealthier. To our mind, I think one of the things that we have been helping our investors do, which are affluent Indians, is they should be able to review their portfolios very clearly. One of the things we have discovered as we built Wealth Monitor is that we have 25,000 crores of assets which have got reviewed on the platform with nearly 1,300 crores of what we call missed gains, which is underperformance relative to the market. We've been helping investors identify what are the causes of this underperformance in their portfolio and how can they enhance returns for their portfolio across asset classes, starting from equities, fixed income, multi-asset and private opportunities. We think it's an exciting time to be an investor in India. And we are on the lookout for a lot of opportunities.
Well, an exciting time it is because retail investor participation is at an all-time high. Tell us about the kind of trends you're seeing in the market when it comes to, say, first-time investors. Is the average age of investors also getting lower? What is the preferred investment or asset class?
So, Ritu, there are multiple factors which are coming together when it comes to investor behavior. The first is that a larger part of their asset pool or inflow of income is getting allocated towards financial assets. Within that too, a larger part is going towards equity or growth assets. You referred to it earlier. We are now at $2 billion of monthly flows into equity mutual funds just on account of SIPs. And then there are a whole host of other investments that are leading into the equity markets. So I think that is one trend we are seeing very consistently. In terms of even the sort of more mature investor, they are looking at sort of more innovative options when it comes to their portfolios. They're looking at portfolio management schemes. They're looking at alternative investment funds. So there's a lot of interest and appetite to evaluate innovative, differentiated opportunities when it comes to their wealth. I think the one thing that investors are also seeking is more nuance when it comes to their portfolios. I think there was a time when investors were looking at very simple allocations, buy and hold, invest and forget. I think some of that is moving towards a more active management, a more constant oversight on portfolios is what we are what investors are expecting from wealth managers like us.
You know, Sandeep, young or mature, Diwali often marks a time for reflection and goal setting for all kinds of investors. Let's say you had to give advice to someone who wants to invest their savings in these brackets. What would your advice be? Say 5,000 monthly savings, 50,000 monthly savings, 10 lakhs or even 1 crore?
Ritu, at the very highest level, asset allocation is what drives return. So let me just focus on that. In India, we are at the confluence of three very positive factors when it comes to the situation we are in. The first is that the overall macro is looking very, very good. We are among the, or if not the fastest growing, largest economy in the world. Government debt to GDP is around 80 odd percent. In terms of the micro, also the corporate earnings growth is very robust. We are seeing corporate balance sheets look better than they have in the last couple of decades. And the third is the domestic flows which are coming into equity markets, which are reducing reliance on global flows. And in that context, therefore, having a solid equity allocation to the portfolio for somebody who's oriented towards wealth creation is almost necessary. Within that, in the next year, we are looking forward to having a larger exposure to large caps. In our portfolios, we have trimmed down exposure to small and mid caps. Large caps are now nearly 2/3 of our allocation. Even fixed income is looking very exciting, by the way. So if you look at the fact that core inflation is down, global flows on account of inclusion, the JP Morgan index are looking very strong. Corporate earnings we already referred to. We are seeing good quality bonds available in the range of 8 to 12%. So that's again a meaningful part of the portfolio. So these are two broad buckets that we are focused on. In terms of gold, we would maintain some allocations for purposes of diversification, but large cap equities and fixed income is the message that I'd like to leave the viewers with.
Okay, Sandeep, very little time left. Quickly, you talk about micros and macros looking better, and we're also seeing a lot of IPOs hitting the market, including from new age companies. Is IPO investing for all? What are the risks or, sort of minimum disposable income to be considered if one is looking to invest in public offerings?
So, Ritu, I think one thing that I'd caution investors against is thematic investing or investing behind trends, right? We would rather investors allocate their money to diversified portfolios or to fund managers who will diversify the portfolios on their behalf. While some of the IPOs in the near term might look exciting, it's more important to take a broader holistic view of the portfolio and do allocations from that perspective. Having said that, I think in an overall sense, new paper hitting the market is very, very good. We are in a time where the kind of demand for high quality assets courtesy of domestic flows is very, very strong. And great companies such as some of the ones which have listed in the recent times, I think it's a great opportunity for investors to diversify portfolios.
Sandeep, thank you so much for your time here on CNBC TV18. It was a pleasure speaking to you, and a very happy Diwali to you from all of us.
Thank you, Ritu. Wishing you and all the viewers.
Okay, on that note, Thank you, Sandeep. On that note, Arundhati, it's back to you in the Mumbai studio.
Absolutely, Ritu. You shone the light on the importance of wealth creation, but now it's time to talk about health so that we can enjoy all of that wealth. Healthifyme, a health and fitness platform, is helping millions of people lead a healthier life via a balanced diet and a more nutritious diet. Joining us now is Tushar Vasisht, the CEO of Healthifyme, to address the top health concerns in India and what a nutritious diet can do to help you live a better life. Tushar, thank you so much for joining us on this Diwali special, and here's wishing you a happy Dhanteras. So first off, at Healthifyme, you believe that a balanced diet and better nutrition leads to a healthier life. So talk to us about the kind of trends you've seen so far and the kind of impact that you've been able to create. What's your philosophy here?
Well, Arundhati, we've got, as you know, we're India's largest digital health app. We've about 35 million people who have trusted us about their lifestyle on nutrition, fitness, stress, and sleep through the years. We saw a particular rise in interest in health and fitness around the COVID time, but we've seen that sustain beyond that quite strongly. I think all of us in the last, we've been doing it for 10 years, and in the last couple of years, we've seen that people have become extremely conscious about what to eat, and how to live their lifestyle. I think there is healthy is the new sexy, and I think everybody is adopting that positive health and lifestyle behavior, particularly around Diwali time. I think we all throw our conscious hat off for a little while, but we do tend to come back with a vengeance, particularly around New Year's, to take on health and fitness as a very serious subject. So looking forward to people using our app to drive better behavior change.
Healthy is the new sexy. You pointed that out very clearly, and that started during COVID, and it's just been going on ever since then. But, let's look at it a little bit more deeply. There are a lot of ailments that Indians suffer from. I've named it on the top: diabetes, obesity, all of these things. According to you, what are the trends that you've seen? What are the top 3? But also give us 2 or 3 golden rules when it comes to help better our nutrition. 3 habits that are like solid that we should do daily.
Evolution has designed our bodies to love carbs and to love fats. And who doesn't like sweets and desserts, right? And myself included. But I think that's where behavior change really helps. Understanding on what you should eat before, what you should eat later, what you should eat when is an important aspect of managing that better. And I think Indian diet specifically has been known to be very rich in carbs and fats. So, it's important. I think one golden rule one you can apply is, reduce carbs and increase more fiber and protein as much as you can. And also layer it in a way that you eat fiber and protein foods first before you add in carbs and other things that increase a higher glycemic spike in the body. And stay active. Every step counts, every workout counts. This Diwali, maybe, try and steer off alcohol as much as you can, and sleep better. These are simple strategies, but some that have become redundant in today's lifestyle, or have rather become overlooked in today's lifestyle. Things that are worth keeping in mind.
Absolutely. 3 very simple things there. Now, at Healthifyme, how are you providing targeted support for women, especially, to improve conditions like PCOS or thyroid? Because there are so many women, who go through that. How are you doing it through a better diet? Because it can't be an all-for-one sort of a thing, right?
So, we help. We've got our free app, of course, that helps people get a sense on how are they eating, how are they working out, how are they sleeping, etc. But for women specifically and those who have PCOS, we recommend some of our plans. We've got nearly 800 nutritionists and trainers that people can find on our platform, get access to expert advice, get an understanding on how to lead their lifestyle in a very specific, customized fashion. As part of our Pro Plus experience, we also offer blood work and diagnostics, access to a doctor, a coach, a nutritionist, a continuous glucose monitor if our customer needs it. And together, with our AI technology, we're able to build very simple plans and strategies that work for our customers. So, more than about 50,000 people have actually used our these paid subscriptions to manage PCOS before very successfully, and have seen meaningful changes so far. So I would, if anybody has any medical condition, I would advise to use any of our coaches for maximum benefit.
Absolutely. Now, here's the other aspect, right? With the pandemic, we also saw much more awareness around mental health and a lot more people being affected by it. There's also much research that says better nutrition can boost one's mental health. How is Healthifyme addressing this? Any new verticals you're looking to enter?
So, our chief medical officer is Dr. Shivani Sethi. She's one of the leading exponents of metabolic psychiatry. And what her research does point to is that there's a clear correlation between mental health and intake of carbs, or intake of simple carbs and sugars that drive that perverse behavior. So, when you feel low, you reach out for an ice cream. It's not it's not a fault. It's the way our biology is designed, is the way our brains are designed. And one leads to the other. So it is true that the days you'd work out, the days you'd go for, the days you'd be able to sleep better, are days when you would feel a better drive, better motivation. You're also less likelier to eat carbs, simple carbs, and that cycle is a vicious one or a virtuous one. So
Right.
the way we tend to deal with mental health is by advising better physical health. The way we are tackling all of it, by the way, is with artificial intelligence in a big way. With generative AI specifically, we are actually releasing an all-new version of Healthify on the 30th of November at our event called Ignites. And this is going to be a fantastic dynamic app that gives you phenomenal active choices in the moment, small strategies that you can use to improve your eating habits, fitness habits, nutrition habits. I'm looking forward to releasing that to the rest of the world.
That's amazing, Tushar. So thanks for helping us understand how we can stay mentally and physically healthy with a better diet. And we're looking forward to seeing what you have to launch, the all-new Healthify Me. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
You're very welcome. And already, since about last week or so, we have had Healthify Snap on. So if you download the app and take a photo of your food, we'll tell you what it means in terms of nutrition and calories. So some elements are already out there. Others are coming soon. Hope and wish everybody a very happy Diwali, a very healthy Diwali to the best extent we can.
Thank you so much.
All right, with that, it's time for us to head into a short break. On the other side, meet Abhi and Niyu, content creators that are trying to bring some light into people's lives with their content. More about them right after this break. Stay tuned. Hi. Welcome back to Startup Street. We've covered wealth and health creation on this Diwali special. It's now time to let our hair down and spread some cheer. My guests today are a popular husband-wife content creator duo known for their engaging content on social issues and positive stories. Popularly known as Abhi and Niyu, they have a massive fan following of over 11 million across social media. So to entertain us, joining me now are Abhiraj Radhajaksha and Niyati Marvin Kurve. Abhi and Niyu, welcome to Startup Street and wish you both a very happy Dhanteras and a very happy Diwali as well. Abhi, you've specialized in advertising and filmmaking. Niyati, you yourself are a CA as well. So first tell us what made you both turn content creators, and then talk to us about your unique storytelling style and of course, how you your style, as well as what made you turn entrepreneurs, and most importantly, is it challenging doing this as husband and wife?
First of all, thank you so much for having us. I'm wishing the whole team Shubh Dhanteras and Shubh Deepavali. Starting with content creation, it wasn't a very natural. It was very natural jump for Abhiraj because he's an ad person. But it wasn't that natural for me because I'm a chartered accountant, so it was quite a leap that I had to make. But it was a bit of an experiment. I'll let Abhiraj actually talk about it.
Actually, we always love to be our own bosses. We did not like anybody telling us what to do and what not to do. And what content creation gives us is that we have our own voice. We can choose the stories that we want to tell. And when we feel that there is something on the internet that is lacking, something that can improve, we don't have to rely on anybody else to tell that story. We can take the initiative and go on the internet and tell that story ourselves. When we started making content, we realized that the internet was becoming a little too negative. So we wanted to balance it out with some positive content, with solution-based content, so that everybody can feel that, yes, there can be solutions. And there are a lot of people working on solutions who are the real heroes of the country, and their stories needed to be shared. Now, coming to the second question, we are a couple, so we work together. So to describe it in one word, it is like a roller coaster ride. We share our best moments and we share our worst moments together, whether they are work related or whether they are personal life related. So ultimately, it's a roller coaster ride, but the end experience of it is very rewarding.
Yeah, like let me give you an example. We made a video last year once President Murmu came to her post about what is a president and what's the job that a president does, what are a president's duties. And it was a very short 5-6 minute video, but it got shared so many times because that was something people didn't really know. And one of my relatives in the USA, she shared it with her son, who is born over there and doesn't have that much of a connect with India. And he got so interested in the video because of the video that he bought a copy of the Indian Constitution, which was quite great because then now he can actually learn a lot more about India through the Constitution. So,
picking up from what you just said, your series, 100 Reasons to Love India was a big hit. If you could tell us more about it, how did you come, think of that idea, and when will we see season 2 of that?
So we are working on season 2 right now. When we were just about to end 100 Reasons to Love India, the pandemic started, so we couldn't travel much. But now, as things are settling down, as we are returning back to normalcy, we are definitely thinking of season 2. And now we have a lot of expectations because a lot of people have followed 100 Reasons to Love India season 1. But the core, the essence is going to be the same, that we want to go on ground and actually talk to people, understand their problems, understand how they are figuring out solutions, and tell their stories, because we have realized that internet can be quite self-centered. We don't want to be the heroes of these stories. We want the people to be the heroes of these stories and bring solutions from different parts of different walks of life, be it environment, be it anything related to social causes or anything like that.
Yeah, and we've realized that India is so big and there are so many people who are doing a fantastic job, but it gets overcrowded on the internet because everybody is just discussing this problem, that problem. This is where India is lacking. But there are a lot of people doing their best to address all of these problems to make life better. And I'm sure all of us know at least one person who's doing that. So the mission with this series is to bring these people's stories out in front so that people know that all is not lost.
Yes, absolutely. And you're surely cutting through the clutter. But, Abhi and Niyu, it's time for us to do a quick rapid fire round. So brace yourself. First question, feel free, whoever wants to answer this. Which brand has the best Instagram game and why?
I think, sorry, I think Nikhil Kamath really does a good job with the sort of creatives that he posts. He has a different answer.
There is this company called Morning Brew. It's not an Indian company, but they also post news content. But the way there is some sort of consistency on their page, I really love.
All right. Very quickly, name 5 startups you use the most.
Zomato, Ola, Juicy Chemistry, what else? Small Case. Hold on.
We can say Healthifyme because we can't just say Zomato. We'll have to balance it.
All right. Very quickly, your savings and investment mantra.
Savings mantra is to make sure that we spend on our essentials and not on extravagant purchases that we can't really see value for. The investing mantra is to split it up into different goals and then invest as per our goals. So we have different buckets, whether it's for retirement, whether it's for short-term plans, or whether it's just money that we have for emergency.
All right, very quickly, just 30 seconds we've got. If you could talk to us about your favorite content creator and also take us through your future collaborations very quickly.
So our favorite content creator right now is Ali Abdal, and talking about the future collaborations, we would love to make impact through our videos. We don't want the videos just to be on the screen. For example, we planted more than 40,000 mango trees this year. So it was an initiative that involved everybody. People sent us mango seeds that would have gone into waste, and then we used those seeds to plant them. So that's what we want to do in the future.
All right. Unfortunately, we've completely run out of time. But Abhi and Niyu, many thanks for joining us on Startup Street, for spreading the love. And again, we wish you the very best with all your future endeavors.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So influencers, they're also wanting to create an impact. But with that, it is a wrap on this special Diwali edition of Startup Street.
Well, here's wishing all our viewers a very happy, very healthy and wealthy Diwali. Thank you and goodbye from all of us.